All right, guys, what is up? Excited to, because of all the news, it's really good, and I wanted to do a reaction or just an intake of all the new figure information of new Marvel Legends. There was a fan stream that happened earlier today by Hasbro Pulse. Dwight and Dan were out there and talking about showing off the new figures, and I wanted to show them to you guys. Let's get into this. Starting off the MCU, I don't collect MCU, so I don't really care too much, but I am glad that they are very nice figures. So shout out to MCU Collector using his page right now on Instagram to kind of show off these photos and accumulated all of them. So let's go through it. They showed off Mr. Fantastic. We'll do that one. So you get the bendy arms, which is great. I would always prefer that for Mr. Fantastic than like the stretchy fingers. The stretchy torso would be nice if they can figure a way to do stretchy legs. That could be pretty cool. Like I would do stretchy legs and stretchy arms. I think that would be pretty good way of in a balance. But I think it's pretty nice. Good capturing of details. Like that's pretty cool. Definitely the arms are the best way to go about it. Playing too much Marvel Rivals, it makes me feel good. It makes me remember all the way, the different formats he creates for being stretched out. Human Torch has two forms, the flamed on and flamed off. I don't see myself picking this one up. I have a couple flame effects. That's the only reason I would need to pick up any MCU figure is if they have flame effects. And this one is just the same thing I've always already had. I do like the Invisible Woman because of the head sculpt. I do think this is a great sculpt. The hair looks nice. There was a picture of, I don't know if he has it here. Okay, so on the live stream, the one inbox that they had sitting there, her hair was like almost white looking. And then in the one that was outside the box looked like this and it was very blonde. As long as it's very blonde like this, I'm getting it. Because I think I can use this on the Retro Sue Storm figure, and I think that could work popping pretty fine. The hair looks great, facial, it looks like the actress, but it can pass as just a normal regular comic character, anyways. So I would be fine with that. Plus, you get these effects that have like the bullets being hitting the invisible shield. I would like a little bit more of a translucent shield. This one feels a little too murky. They tend to make their stuff a little too murky. Like even the display stands that for like we'll get into it for later things, but like this was from the Doctor Strange 2-pack with Wong and oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Bats. His is a little stand. It's just a little too murky. They come out a little too murky, and I would like to see that being a little bit more clearer. I know it's possible from other, figure arts has done it. I don't know what's necessary for that, but I would like to be a little bit more clear on that one. And then let's go to the Thing. I'm glad that they went with the shirtless version. Again, I'm not picking this up, but I like that more for the Thing than the sweater on him. At least he gets a little a symbol on there. The sculpt work looks good. The one that they had in person, the eyebrows are very dark compared to the rest of his head. So hopefully that gets fixed. I wouldn't like to see the eyebrows being that dark. It didn't look like that in the trailers. So hopefully that it looks more like this in the renders here. But it looks dope. He's got the little communicator. I dig that. Little accessory you can use if you wanted to. But the sculpt work looks phenomenal. Like this looks so much cleaner. If I could, I would take this off and use it for the regular comic thing. This one does come with extra hands, I believe, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's just extra hands. So not much, but he's not that big of a character. I figure either. He still fits in there pretty in that spot. So you also get, like I said, for the Human Torch with all the fire on. I would want to pick this up only if the flame effects can come off. Like I feel like this is a situation we've had before where it just sits on his shoulders, and if that's true, I would pick this up. Same thing with the hands. The hands almost look like it's they look like they're almost just plugged on there. I don't know if that's true or not, but just the way the color is different, it looks like you can just slot it in there. And if that's so, it's like I would like that. I would like to use it for comic stuff, but then I realized, no other comic characters of the Human Torch have had his hands out like this, so it might not fit. But I mean, hell, I could even use the hands from this one. I mean, it depends on what fits, but it looks great. I mean, look, there's even like the hatching on the face. That's great. I mean, the color looks fantastic here. It does. No, I think I would only get this for the effects, but looks good. I like this one. I want a regular comic Human Torch that looks more like this. We've gotten one in the past with the Walgreens version of him that had this, and that looks pretty good. Actually, yeah, there's this one, and then there was the retro card one. The retro card was okay. I like that one too, but actually, no, the retro card looked more like this, and the Walgreens one looked a little bit more yellowy. So I think the retro card was better, but a new version would be great. This looks cool. All right, so then we've got Silver Surfer. Because there is a comic version of her character. I am blanking on her actual name, not just Silver Surfer. It's Norrin Radd's girl. The board looks great, but if I can swap out the hair, the only thing I didn't care for too much in the Silver Surfer of the MCU design, the hair was just too like slicked back, which is too slick and down. If it was more of like a flowing, cosmic-y flowing hair that I've seen in the comics being done, I think I would prefer something more like that. But they didn't go that route. It's just more of like kind of a slicked back hair. It's all right. Maybe I can make maybe I can sculpt a new head sculpt for this. Who knows? But it does come with the effect of like pop off on like a little stand that the surfboard can sit on. Even the surfboard, they said this was longer than their usual ones, so that's pretty interesting. And seeing a top-down view, you could even use that one for your regular Silver Surfer. So I don't know. I might pick this up. I like this. At least it comes with the 3 extra hands. It's not bad. All right, let's go to the awesome new reveals that I love. The Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. I'm not big on the game itself. It's cool, but for me, I just like this as an opportunity to get more comic characters in different ways. And Psylocke, finally, we get a Psylocke that's in that fully that new articulation style of like the double pinless elbows and knees, the butterfly joints, the double torso articulation, and she gets 2 head sculpts. Look at it! Look at this right here. Look at this posing, and then she gets this hand for both sides, so she can do the same pose on the other side if you wanted like a player 2 version. This is great. This is great. And then she comes with 2 of these effects, 2 of them, and she comes with the psionic butterfly effect too. She's loaded with effects. Like, look at that. You get 2 of those there, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Look at this. And then she gets the psionic blade as well. That's everything I need for a Psylocke. Now all I need is an Uncanny X-Force version of this, and I will be set, because that's all we needed. Now, I could see them redoing this one in a way of like where instead of the belt, it becomes more of like a sash. But I'm okay with them. I'm okay with this. I don't need another one for a long time unless they like redo the articulation in a different way. I'll be okay with this one. Then the other one, the companion, was the Thanos here with the more higher crescent, more crest of the helmets. They said the skirt was a different piece, and then I believe the bottom of the shoes were different as well. I think this part here, the cuff here as well. I don't believe the other one also came out this far. It looks a lot further than before. I'm okay with my Thanos. I feel like I would probably end up selling this like him and the Venom, because I don't care for the game too much. I don't know, you can't see it there, but I have my other Venom that's right there. I don't need the other one, and I don't need the Thanos, but definitely need a Psylocke, so I'll be picking them up. Maybe I'll sell them. So happy for that. Then, as I was saying, the Venom here and the Captain America. Captain America is an updated version with no scale texture, but for the game, it's kind of how it is, anyways. So you don't need it. But as like, I just want these to fill up my comic selection. So I would have liked it if they had the scaling pattern on there, but at least we get now butterfly joints in here, which is fantastic. Venom still has the same situation of from the retro card one, where it's the double torso, but he has pinned legs from the Omega Red body, and then I believe, yeah, at least the arms are pinless. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. So we get double jointed pinless arms still, but I don't mind. I mean, anytime it's like a pinless or same color, I don't mind it immediately. However, you get that gumminess out of it in the future, like especially when it gets hot, your figures start morphing, and so anytime you have pinless figures, they tend to last longer, last better. So this might have an issue long run, but it looks great. The blues look fantastic. Looks like Captain America gets the open mouth head sculpt. I think they've used that before in the the 20th anniversary of the Marvel Legends one. And then he's got a more stoic head. Then you get the shield. The shield also has a effect, this is pretty cool. I like this one. I feel like this would be a cool effect with an Iron Man blast as well. Kind of like show the blast hitting it. That's pretty sweet. I would definitely pick this up. I don't. You can even use that as an effect. That's nice. Shout out to Shooting the Galaxy. You did good, man. These are fantastic. And then look at the green on the Venom's tongue here. Like, this is a new sculpt for sure. And that looks fantastic. I like that. So Venom, as far as extra pieces, accessories go, he has an extra head sculpt, which is the one we've gotten before from the 3-pack, with the transforming Eddie Brock head. That looks cool. And then this is the new head sculpt. Then he comes with either open hands. Oops. Comes with fists, and then he comes with open hands. That's pretty much it. So I've had somebody showing that they wanted the kind of like swooshing, slashing effect that Venom has of like teeth, and I think I'll make that. So after I get through with doing the Hulk, or even probably in between, we'll see. I will try to get that done, because I think that's a pretty cool piece. And I know people are gonna want it. They're gonna need something for Venom because he doesn't come with an effect. So I will try to make that happen. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, so stay tuned to that. Yeah, these look great. Juggernaut. Wow. Like, I already have the Juggernaut, but this looks fantastic. Too much to pass up on. The details in the chest here, and even I'll show you here the head sculpts. Look at that. Like, even all these pieces have a little bit of details in the sculpt work, and that adds so much more to it. The more times we can get that, the better. It adds more value to me to the figure, and then just flatness for sure. And the paint apps look great. The last time we got it was the 80th anniversary with Colossus 2-pack, and that one didn't have the updated paint apps anyways, so this is fantastic. We still get single jointed elbows, still get single jointed knees. It works for this. He's absolutely huge. However, he does have the butterfly joints here, as you can see this, and that's awesome. His goal was pretty far. It says like between him and Maximum Hulk. I think it could have been cool if they did that rubber overlay to give him that possibility of getting further. Like, why not? I wonder what I would like to hear a reason why they didn't want to go with the rubber overlay. I think it could have worked fine with this, but it's not necessary for him to get that close. As you can see right here, he's getting in there, but it's not connecting all the way to the fist. I'm sure there's a way to possibly get a little bit closer in there, but with that overlay, you can definitely get much closer with that. And I don't know, maybe I guess you don't need it to be that close to for like a grabbing situation, but yeah. And then you do get the effect that they teased off a little while ago with the it's like a translucent orange and red piece that can also be used for his charge effect, which is pretty nice. I definitely like this. It's a good offering. They said it was Mega Deluxe. I'd assume it's going to be hitting around like $60 like the Venom was. If it's more than that, it's going to be hard pill to swallow, but it'll be worth it for sure. I'd rather stick with 60 for sure. And then the next big one. Oh no, we're not in the big one yet. Hold on. They teased this one off just the other day. And we're getting a new version of Silver Samurai and an all new version of Wolverine. I think that Wolverine is a great update. There is a single jointed at the elbow here. He is very beefy, so even if it was double jointed, I think it probably wouldn't get very far anyways. However, it begs that I don't know. It's like I need to see. I don't have a Wolverine next to me. I want to be able to see the whole how much the double jointed Wolverine can flex and how much this can flex. But this can flex a lot in the torso. Like just look at this and how much it can look straight up while fully flexed down in there. This is fantastic. It's all pinless. I think this is a great Wolverine. I'm going to be picking this one up for sure. Silver Samurai has a couple new pieces. The torso is different. Let's see here. Let me get a better picture. It still has the same arms, still has the same legs. The skirt piece is new. The torso is new. This is a sculpted piece of the sun. And then he's got new shoulder pieces and I believe it was a new head sculpt as well, because the other head sculpt was not really. There's no expression to the other sculpt, to be honest. It was a stoic one. So this is fantastic. He also comes with the charged up blade with an effect piece for that as well. That looks awesome. Anytime we can get effect pieces, the better. It can be used for any different things, and especially when you get different colors and stuff. I don't know what I could probably use purple and blue for. That's an interesting choice. Probably something more cosmic, especially with these balls in there. I feel like that could be fun to use for something, but I don't know yet. But it's a good update. I would definitely pick this one up for sure. Yeah, I like this one. Let's see here. What was that? That one's not now fully flexed. I want to see this one fully flexed. Is there an image in here? Oh, also you get this. This is what I was talking about before with this murkiness of a stand, and it stands out too much, and I don't want that. I think they could try to get a little bit clearer on these stands here, but these are pretty cool. It can be. They said that you can plug them in either here or you can move it down if you wanted to. This is where the stand can get plugged into, but there's a plug-in right here, and you can kind of change up the way it slashes. And Silver Samurai comes with another effect piece of like a throwing shuriken. So that's pretty cool. My dad will be using this. I just want this piece, the effect. I'll probably swap out the blade. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of nice to have like a charged effect blade. And then I'll probably update this on my Wolverine shelf next to the Madripoor Knights Wolverine. Oh yeah, this is great. Another 2-pack. They had 6 offerings. That's fantastic. 6 offerings. Got the War Machine and Omega Red. I am not going to be picking this one up. It's great, but because I don't care for the game too much anyways, I already have an Omega Red, and I have my own War Machine. I have that deluxe one that was great. It was like white here. I never picked up the other one that was like the modular armor Iron Man, but like painted like this. Supposedly this is a different torso, not course, this is on the same, but it has the new cannon, a couple new effects here. Omega Red, I guess, has new straps from what they said. So that's not too bad, but yeah, it's still the pin bodies like this is the original Omega Red body. I don't see myself needing this. It's cool, like great photography, man. But yeah, I don't need this one myself. It's cool head sculpt. Great job on this one. Look at that, fantastic. Last one was the technically Shumagorath, but they have to call it Gargantos because copyright issues. What was it? Hyatt? No, I can't remember the name of the studio that technically owns it. It's like part of Conan the Barbarian, I guess. But this is looks fantastic. The box, they have to do it in a closed box because of all the pieces. Each leg, which is about like, what is it, like six legs? Yeah. All articulated toward the base, but from here on is bendy wire. You can get them into some nice detail poses. There's a couple different variations in the way the feet are, so you can kind of change that up. And then the eyes, the eyelids, both bottom and top, are articulated. So you can, and also the eye itself is movable, so you can get a nice change in the way the eyes look. Like you can be looking around. It also comes with a little effect as well, so that's pretty cool. I do want this one, and probably be hitting around $60. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this was a great stream, and they teased like a little like green almost arrow / rod. I don't know what that might be, but it looks it was too difficult to see. Dwight kept like moving in, you picking his teeth with it, but it wasn't well shown. But all these Marvel vs. Capcom stuff, which they're not calling Marvel vs. Capcom, they never mention any of that, but obviously it's based on it. I definitely want to pick up these, and I will, when I can, I will. So that's pretty much it for guys. I'm looking forward to these. I can't wait for these to come out. Like I said, I'll probably try to make that Venom accessory, the swoosh effect. So I'll post. Keep an eye on my Instagram for when I post those. But hopefully we can get to them soon. As always, guys, I'm streaming every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully you guys can hang out with me. We're working on Muse and Blind Spot next, and then Ed McGuinness Hulk to get those better expressions for your maximum Hulk. So look forward to that, as well as this Friday, which I'll probably put this up tomorrow, so it'll be today technically for you guys watching. The Bullseye, my deadly, I think I'm calling it Deadly Aim sculpts, will be available. I got 6 expressions, and then I also have Archangel, as you see here. For when you get the X-Force Archangel, his wings will be available for you to put them in like collapsed wings. So they port right into the back here, and they look phenomenal. Those will be all available this after Friday. So today for you guys. This is Thursday for me. I'm recording this, but yeah. So go check those out, guys. And I got plenty more like Craven right here. So plenty to go check out. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one, and let me know which ones you're excited for in the comments below. Have a good one, guys.